Welcome to the Business Blast Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with the support you need to finish your book. Best part is, after you finish your book, they take care of the entire publishing and marketing process 100% for you. So, if you want to become a successful author, make sure to check out authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today I have Andy Paul. He is the founder of the Sales House, which is an all-in-one learning and development accelerator for B2B sellers. He is also a best-selling author and top-rated podcaster. So welcome to the show, man.
Tyler, thanks for having me.
Of course, man. Grateful to have you on. Let's jump into the first one. The first one I have for you is, what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
Well, I think a good story is the first job that after I graduated from college, and it was selling computers and for a big company and to businesses, and I go in for the interview with the sales manager, and he's sitting across the table from me, and he just basically said, give me his name. He didn't say anything else on that. His first question out of his mouth, this was a job selling computers to small business for accounting applications, was he asked me an accounting question, which I hadn't been anticipating. And I thought he was going to ask something about me or whatever, and I just sort of froze. And the first thought going through my mind, I just, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell my parents I screwed up my first interview. And I finally just paused and I said, I know the answer to this question. I took accounting in college, did well, as you can see from my transcript, but I'm just not, I'm sort of blanking out here. Can I get back to you with the answer tonight? When I go home, I'll look it up and get back to you. And he just closes his notebook and gets up and leaves the room. Doesn't say a word. And about 5 minutes later, another gentleman comes into the room and he says, I'm this guy's boss. Ray was the guy I was interviewing with. He says, I'm Ray's boss. And Ray tells me he wants to hire you. That was my interview for my first job. He asked me a question. I couldn't answer it. So I just told him truthfully. I wasn't going to try to BS him, but I'd get back to him with the answer as soon as I found out. That was it. Yeah, man. Dude, that's huge. Thank you for sharing that with us.
And what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
Well, I really think for any industry, I mean, I'm in sales, but I think for any work that you're doing, it starts with relationships. If you're going to sell something to somebody, it starts with, first and foremost, your job is to connect with someone, engage their interest, start building some trust and a relationship with them. And I think that's true in any profession. With your peers, your colleagues, build those relationships. That's to make everything else happen.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Stop worrying.
And in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
Finding the right person to share life with.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
I was thinking about this question in advance. It's like, oh gosh, read so many books. I can't remember a favorite one. A recent one I read that I really enjoyed was called "Barking Up the Wrong Tree" by a gentleman named Eric Barker. About he said the secret research about sales, success, life, and work. And the lesson really is that life, business rewards people who are most adaptable and most tolerant of ambiguity, and that it pays to break the rules.
And what is your favorite quote and why?
Yeah, my favorite quote actually is one I've had with me for quite some time, and I found it in Forbes magazine when I was quite early in my career, and it's from a gentleman named Paul Tillich, who was a American theologian. And he said the quote is, "The awareness of the ambiguity of one's highest achievements as well as one's deepest failures is a definite symptom of maturity." And for me, that was just telling me is that, hey, life is going to be full of ups and downs. I'm going to have successes. I'm going to have failures. Don't make too much of the successes, and at the same time, don't make too much of the failures. And just sort of be level.
Absolutely, man. Dude, thank you so much for coming on. The last one I have for you before we let you go is, where's the best place for people to find you online?
Well, they can find me online at thesaleshouse.com. So they can reach out to me at andy@thesaleshouse.com or follow me on LinkedIn after the / it's The Sales House.
Perfect. Thanks again, man.
Thank you, Tyler.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.